The 2023 wildfire season has been the most destructive in British Columbia's recorded history. Between April 1st and October 31st, 2,245 wildfires burned more than 2.84 million hectares of forest and land. The truly devastating impact of the 2023 fire season is the tragic loss of 6 BC wildland firefighters: Devin Gale, Zach Muse, Kenneth Patrick, Jackson Billy Boy, Blaine Sonnenberg, and Damian Dyson. The McDougall Creek wildfire almost completely destroyed West Kelowna. The wildfire was first spotted on Tuesday, August 15th at 6 p.m. and was listed as less than a hectare in size. Just 2 days later, the wildfire had grown to 300 hectares, and regional parks in West Kelowna were being closed due to fire risk. That evening, the fire was extremely visible from Kelowna's waterfront, and it had created the ridge and was moving towards Traders Cove and West Kelowna estates. A few hours later, the fire had jumped Okanagan Lake and started burning in the Clifton and McKinley neighborhoods. Close to 10,000 properties were evacuated at the peak of the fire's activity. A total of 189 properties were destroyed or lost to the wildfire. At its largest point, the fire grew to an estimated 13,900 hectares. The Crater Creek fire started burning in mid-July, though it did not prompt evacuations until August, when it saw a sudden jump in aggression and made its way to the U.S. BC Wildfire worked in collaboration with partners down south. The wildfire grew to 46,504 hectares in size. The Eagle Bluff wildfire came dangerously close to a Soyuz this summer. The massive wildfire blazed over the U.S. border into Canada back in late July. Hundreds of properties were evacuated when the fire was at its highest activity, and the town declared a state of local emergency. On the Canadian side, the wildfire grew to 7,060 hectares. In August, the Lower East Adams Lake and the Bush Creek East wildfires merged into one wildfire named the Bush Creek East Fire. The 41,806 hectare wildfire impacted areas west and east of Adams Lake, north of Shuswap Lake and Little Shuswap Lake, and south of Highway 1 between Chase and Sorrento. The Columbia Shuswap Regional District estimated 176 structures were destroyed and 50 were partially damaged. For Castanet's Year in Review, I'm Madison Reeve.